Alright, what's up guys? Today we're going to talk about the 5 most common mistakes that people make when selling on Amazon. Okay, so this video I think is truly crucial to have on my channel because there's so many new sellers obviously, getting inspired to start selling on Amazon and even taking my course, and you guys are bound to, encounter these mistakes if you don't know about them in advance. So I want you guys to actually be, build long-term sustainable businesses. I want you guys to actually be successful, and I want to maximize your chances of success. So these are the 5 most common mistakes that people make when selling on Amazon. And guys, these mistakes are very, very bad. Okay, if you can avoid these mistakes, you will, they're going to maximize your chances of success, and you're going to increase them so much higher. Okay, so let's get started. So the number one mistake that people make when they start selling on Amazon is they sell products with too low of a profit margin. Okay, so too many products. I see way too many people selling products that are that only profit them $2 to $5 per unit. Guys, that's tiny. That's literally nothing. Okay, to make a good living, to make a full-time income from Amazon, and even 6 figures a year, which is, like I preach in my channel, it's easy to. If you can make a full-time income, you can just as easily make 6 figures a year on Amazon, and even 7 figures a year on Amazon. So what I'm saying is, too many people have a hard time doing product research. Obviously, it's the hardest part of Amazon FBA. And what they do is they end up settling on products that have such a low profit margin, literally like $3 or $4 profit per unit, because they're trying to compete with other sellers on price. Okay, and that's absolutely terrible. Okay, why? Because it's so difficult, first of all, to run PPC and break even, right? So that's Amazon pay-per-click, right? So you're gonna have to run the ACoS for that. If you guys know anything about PPC, your ACoS for that is going to have to literally be like below, 20%, because your profit margin is literally like 20%, okay? So you guys have to realize that, a low profit margin, not only is it going to hurt your income a lot, it's also going to be much harder to make money. It's actually funnier. The higher the profit margin, the easier it is to run an Amazon business, okay? So a good profit margin that I recommend is anything above like $8, you're fine. Anything above $8 USD. So depending on obviously which marketplace you're selling in, anything above $8 is fine. Anything above 10 is perfect. That's like incredible, right? So so always try to aim high, and always try to aim for a higher profit margin. And like I said, it's so much easier to make a lot of money and to actually replace your income, and not just make a couple $100 a month on the side. If that's what you want, go ahead. You can sell low profit margin products, but that's not what this channel is about. I want you guys to actually replace your income and actually get started in online entrepreneurship and making money and living your dreams, and that whole thing, right? So anyway, let's get on to mistake number 2. Okay, so mistake number 2 that I see, and not only from the people that watch my videos, but from me doing my own product research on Amazon, is terrible listings, guys. Like terrible or non-existent product photos, okay? Copying others, okay? So literally copy-pasting other people's photos onto their listing, using Google Images to get photos, like low-quality photos that you can't even zoom in on. That's a huge thing, guys. This is a pro tip right here. Make sure that your pictures are actually high resolution, so you're able to zoom in, okay? Pictures with ugly models, okay? I know it. I'm being honest here, right? The pictures that I see sometimes are like literally ugly models. The whole point of having a model, for your picture is so that she's, good looking, and obviously she represents your product in a good light, right? So obviously beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I don't want to judge anyone, but I don't understand sometimes, Anyway, no action photos, okay, on the listing. You want at least 1 or 2 action photos of the product being used, okay? And terrible bullet points. Like I always say, putting high quality, money back guarantee, premium, just these very simple bullet points are, just that is terrible, because everybody does it, right? So you want to differentiate yourself. If you want to make a lot of money in life, do what other people aren't doing, okay? Just do the opposite of what everyone else is doing, okay? Right now it's so easy on Amazon because, as you can see, so many Amazon sellers don't know what the hell they're doing, right? So it's actually funny sometimes. I look at these listings, I'm like, oh boy. And you know what's funnier? If they're actually sometimes they're making a ton of money, and you're like, wow, if only someone came in and actually, made an incredible listing, marketed this product with a brand, built a brand, which we're going to get onto the next mistake. Actually, that's the next mistake. If they actually built a brand, they would be making an absolute killing. And people are still working jobs 9 to 5. I don't understand. So mistake number 3, which I just talked about, is not branding / making the product look good. Okay, you want to make the product look good. Like I said, the whole, the last mistake was making, having a terrible listing. Why do people have terrible listings? Because A, they're lazy. They don't want to, pay for pictures, and they're cheap. Okay. So they want to make a lot of money. So many people want to make a lot of money, but they're cheap. They're cheap. They don't want to spend anything. They just want to make, but they don't want to spend. That's not how this game works, guys. If you don't want to sell your time for money, like you've been doing your whole life, right? And like everyone does, you're going to have to spend money. You're going to have to spend money to make money, okay? That involves spending money for good product photos, so professional product photos. That involves spending money for all the software, obviously, that you're doing for the Jungle Scout web app and all the other stuff, right? And what I'm saying is you're gonna have to spend money, okay? And you're gonna want to build a brand, okay? If you're gonna release a product, the whole idea here is to have complementary products that you can release in the future, to have like a lineup of products that it's the same target market that can buy all of them, okay? So they'd be interested in all of them. You can cross market them in your email sequence. There's just so many opportunities for that, right? So building a brand is the best way to go on Amazon. It's huge and essential for long-term profits, okay? And I teach this specifically in my course in the description below, the Amazon Financial Freedom course. I'm not like all the other gurus or whatever. I'm not a guru, but I'm not like all the other guys that teach this Amazon thing. I make sure, like, I show you the best way. The best way is to build a brand, because it's, you want stability and you want a long-term business, okay? People that are just sitting there doing product, what? Do you want to do product research for the rest of your life? No, right? Do you want to do product research for the rest of your life? I don't think so. Right? So think about it long term. If you don't want to do product research for the rest of your life, okay, and I'm keeping it real here, build a brand. Why? Because you already have, you're gonna find your niche. Okay, so do product research at the beginning, find your niche. You already have a brand, and now you're like, hey, I'm in the baby niche, and I look at my competitors, I see what products they're selling. It's selling well. Okay, I'm gonna introduce my own product, my own version. I'm gonna make it better this way, this way, this way. So you're actually doing real entrepreneurship instead of just trying to make a quick buck every month, right? That's not how this game works, right? Because as soon as competition is gonna come in, they're gonna price war you. They're gonna decrease the price below yours, and you're done. Capitalism. So anyway, guys, make sure you build a brand, make the product look good, have incredible pictures, put a logo on the product, okay? Like, at least have a logo there, okay? You don't want to be selling like cheap Chinese counterfeit products, right? So you want to make it look legitimate, okay? If you're going to do this. Recommendation is use Fiverr. If you don't have any graphic design experience, just use Fiverr. Outsource what you don't know how to do. Pay a little bit of money. It doesn't cost a lot. And especially for the money that you're going to be making a lot, later. Especially for the money that you're going to be making later. Trust me, all this startup capital is nothing. So mistake number 4 is not getting enough reviews. Again, this is because people are lazy and because they're cheap. Okay, so like I always say, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. Okay, so just think that you can. If a lot of people I think are like, wow, how am I going to get these reviews? I can't get these reviews. I don't have friends in the United States or whatever, right? If whatever marketplace you're selling in. Okay, use Facebook groups. I actually teach this method in getting reviews in my course, and obviously a lot more in depth in my course in the description below, the Amazon Financial Freedom course. I cover this specifically, but basically what I'm saying is sometimes you're going to have to pay for reviews, especially they're going to be verified, because verified reviews are going to add so much more credibility to your product, okay? So when I'm saying pay for reviews, I'm saying like you're going to go on Facebook groups and you're going to find people, you're going to pay them, so they're going to buy your product. Let's say your product costs $20. So you're going to pay them $20 and they're going to leave a review on your product. It's obviously you can't be like, hey, leave me a 5-star review, but you're going to be like, hey, leave an honest review. And if your product is good, they're going to leave a 5-star review, obviously, right? You want your product to be good. So a lot of people are too cheap to pay for reviews, and they're too cheap and they just want to use, get free reviews. Guys, like I said, you want to make money using your money, and you don't want to sell your time for money. You want to live the good life. Well, you're going to have to spend some money and you're going to have to take a couple risks. Okay. Number 5, this is actually ridiculous. No email sequence. What the hell? Okay, like I've noticed some comments on my videos, right? And I'm not judging anything like that, but I'll tell you right now, if you don't have an email sequence, you're stupid. Why? Because you're missing out on so many 5-star reviews, okay? If you don't have an email sequence, customer service becomes non-existent, okay? You don't have a brand, and you don't have a business if you don't have an email sequence. There's no contact with customers, okay? So you're basically just making, that profit. You're making that profit from the sale, and that's it. There's only the sale happening, that's it. You're not going to get any repeat customers. You're not going to get good reviews on your product because you're not trying to, tell them to leave a good review. Nobody's going to go out of their way, and take time out of take precious time out of their day to remember, oh, I just bought this product. I'm going to leave a good review. Nah, you got to understand who are the people that are most likely to actually go out of their way and leave a review? The people that are upset. Okay, and one negative review is probably gonna cost you like a ton of money for sure. Well, one negative review on your listing is going to cost you a ton of money, and you are bound to get a couple negative reviews. Obviously, everyone gets them, but to offset that, you want to have an email sequence in place to get people to incentivize people to actually leave good reviews. So how to get an email sequence? You're going to need a software called JumpSend.com. I have the link for that in the description, or JumpSend. It's not JumpSend.com, but JumpSend. So how are you going to get good reviews? I've got a whole video covering this, and I talk about this in my course as well. I'm going to put the video link in the description, and you're going to need a software called JumpSend, so link for that as well in the description. And basically, that's going to actually establish a customer service in your brand. So you're going to be able to communicate with your customers. You're also going to be able to, in your sequence, you're also going to be able actually cross promote your other products. So you can be like, you know, hey, check out this other product and stuff, and you know, as well as, hey, leave a good review. Anyway, guys, those are the 5 most common mistakes that people make on Amazon. And you know what? If you can see the common theme here, it's from people being too cheap, too risk averse. They don't want to take any risks, even though they want to live the good life and you know, make a ton of money. They don't want to spend any money to do that. They don't want to, you know, put in any effort. They just want everything to come easy and quick. That's just the nature of human beings, right? But anyway, guys, if you just put in the time, the effort, and recognize that there's a process involved here, right? And if you follow the steps, then you're golden. Okay. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't make these mistakes, and you'll be great. And yeah, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video if you liked it, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think, you know, your comments, anything like that. Follow me on social media, Snapchat and Instagram. Links are below in the description. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See ya. Live streams coming soon, so stay tuned. They're going to be cool.